Hi, Carlene Coulter from Beauty and Fashion Tech. I have some cosmetics here from NARS that they sent me from their fall collection to give a try. And what I'm going to do is just go ahead and put on a face of makeup using mostly, well, not mostly, a good amount of NARS products and some other products just for the fun of it and try out their new fall line. I'm going to start out with, this is NARS Primer. It's a little pot primer. I really like this stuff. I just put a little on my fingers, rub it on. It's good if you like just an eye primer too. I actually use it as a face primer, but it works well only in the eye area. A little goes a long way with this. It it looks like a small product. It really does last quite a while. Now I didn't put this on my lids because I am going to use a new Smashbox kind of cream liner that I got, that I've seen a lot of people using as a primer for powder shadow. I'm kind of curious to try it, so I didn't use this that much on my lids. I just put it around my face, kind of around the under eye area. Okay, so next I have a NARS makeup product. This is their Sheer Matte Foundation. They tested me for this once when they were in town and did a nice color match for me, and I really do like this foundation. I use it fairly regularly. It's on the sheer side. And I'm just going to put some of that on right now. I like to use a sponge for foundation application. You can use your fingers if you wish. You can use a brush. If you like to use a brush, some of the stippling brushes are really good for that. So I finished putting on my NARS foundation. This is a sheer foundation, and because I have some hyperpigmentation, melasma, I have some blemishes I want to cover, I actually have a tendency to put on a light sheer foundation like this, and then I cover it up with Makeup Forever Duo Matte foundation. This is a powder foundation. I love this stuff. It gives really good coverage. I don't know if you would love it so much if you had real dry skin. You know, I actually have oily skin, so it works pretty well for me. Mostly I just like it because the cover is so good. So I'm going to put some of this on over my trouble areas. I don't necessarily put this all over my whole face. I don't want to have this huge cakey makeup look, but I like this for coverage in certain areas. Okay, so I've added my Duo Matte powder foundation. This also works really nice just as a finishing powder. If you use this, you don't really need to add on another powder. So, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the eyes. And this is a Smashbox 15-hour wear cream shadow in Topaz. And I picked Topaz because it should be a very light color. Should work well as just sort of an overall base color for powder foundation. It looks very nice. I'll pull a little out here on my finger and just swatch it real quick. Here's a swatch of it in my hand. I will have a picture of the swatch up on the blog too, if you can see it very well or not, but there's the swatch on my hand. And it is just a real nice kind of light gold champagne color. I'm going to grab a brush. I'm actually going to put this on with a, it's almost like a foundation brush. Unfortunately, I didn't grab a concealer brush, which would be perfect for this. And I'm going to just apply this basically as a primer all over my lid, kind of up on my brow. Right, so I've applied the Smashbox cream shadow. And, you know, this is pretty nice. It reminds me kind of MAC paint pots, but a little bit lighter, not quite as heavy. It does seem like it would work really well as sort of a base for powder shadow. I applied it all the way up to the brow bone so that it can also act as sort of a highlight shade. Next thing I'm going to do then is open up the NARS. This is their Trio eyeshadow for the fall. It's brand new. They sent me this to test out. And I love the shades in this. Pull out the plastic liner here. I'll hold that up. They're just really, really nice shades. I love greens and purples. The minute I saw this, I said, wow, I want to try this. So I'm going to grab a brush here. It's kind of a good all over powder brush. I'm going to put the lightest shade. Actually, I'm going to put the lightest shade kind of in the inner corner of the eye and work it up as a bit of a highlight shade. Okay, next I have a decision to make here. I am going to take a crease brush. This is one of my favorite crease brushes. It's actually to Adult Cosmetics. I'm going to put the purple shade in the crease, and then I'm going to take the green shade and go over the lid and kind of do a little blending. You could do that the opposite way and use the purple in the corner of the eye. And I'm doing the crease first because it just makes it easier to blend that way. Okay, so I've put the crease shade in. I am going to put some green on the lid. I'm doing the green just kind of on the outside area of the lid. I'm leaving the interior corner this light purple. Now I'm going to do a little blending. Alright, so now something I like about the Makeup Forever powder is it can, first off, help you wipe off any dark shadow you get on your face. It also is good for just going back and kind of brushing it off. So for a liner with this, I actually have a MAC, which is a pretty matte green liner. And in the color Mystery, and I don't know if this is limited edition or not, I'll put that information up on the blog post that goes with this. And I'm just going to do a little bit of lining with this. Right, so I put a little bit of liner on, and since I decided to line in green, I'm going to actually take the green eyeshadow from the NARS and kind of take a press liner and press a little bit of that up along that as well. And this is a MAC press liner that came from one of the holiday collections, which is a great way to get MAC brushes, by the way. You know, they're shorter handle, but they're still the good MAC quality, and they come in sets, so you can save quite a bit of money. So I'm going to take the green and just sort of press it on top of that liner I just put on. Okay, so here's where I blend some more. I'm going to actually take my blending brush and put a little bit of purple powder on it to help with that. I'm just using this light purple to kind of smudge things out. And finally, I'm just going to go in and kind of touch up some of the, corners here. Like touch up my crease, touch up my corner with a little bit of the purple. Okay, so here's my eye look. I applied the Smashbox. After that, I did the NARS Trio. I did the light purple on kind of the inside up as a highlight, some green onto the lids. I'll take some closer pictures of this for the blog. Dark purple in the crease, a green eyeliner with then the green from the NARS pressed over it, which gives it just kind of a nice pop of color, and it gives it, a smoky look, but it's a smoky, bright look. I rather like it. I don't wear greens that often, but I really like this one. It looks good, and I love green and purple together. So, from next, I'm going to put on a little bit of mascara. And I forgot my eyelash curler, but, I'll just put it on without it for this. This is a sample of the new Dior Show Extase. I just got it from Sephora as a sample, so I'm kind of excited to try it. I love Dior Show mascara. It's usually what I normally wear. we'll just put a little bit of this on. Okay, so I've put my Dior on. I don't know if it's a a side effect of it being a sample. I actually had to apply it a little more than I normally would. I suspect some of that's just part of it being a sample. It looks really good. I like how the mascara looks. I suspect that a full-size tube would probably coat the brush a little better than this did. Okay, so my next step is going to try the new NARS Multiple. This is in the shade Undress Me. It's for fall. And again, they also sent me this to try. I love NARS Multiple sticks because you can use them on cheeks and lips. And I regularly use the Orgasm shade on my cheeks. So I'm going to swatch this on my arm here. I don't know how well this will show up on the video, but we'll take a look here. I'll have a blog post that goes up with this that you'll be able to see the swatches up close. It's a very nice, just muted pink shade. I'm going to put this on my cheeks, which is great when you do a dark eye like this. You don't really want a bright, flashy cheek, so that makes for a nice, just a touch of color around the cheeks without going overboard. I mean, really, when you do a dark eye, you're best off keeping everything else real neutral. Yeah, and this is a very light shade, which I like. If you need a darker shade, this probably won't work as well for you, but for just a hint of color, it's really nice. You could use this as a highlighter too. You can use it as like a cream eyeshadow. You could put this as a highlight shade with this, put a little powder over it to set it. Okay, so I've put my color stick on. I'm going to try it on my lips too, just for the heck of it. Normally I would probably set this with a little bit of just finishing powder, maybe a light bronzer. I just didn't happen to bring any down here with me. I'm just going to use my finger to put this on the lips. I really like the shade on the lips by itself. It's just a really pretty light pink color. It's not what I would normally wear by itself, but it works. It's not too bad. I'm going to actually, though, stick a little bit of Makeup Forever Lab Shine Gloss over the top of it. Again, just keeping the whole look neutral. It's just the eyes that are kind of darkened. This gloss is I would maybe go for a more, like a less shimmer gloss in hindsight. It works. Okay, so that's my look. NARS for fall. Really, really, really great palette. Love it, love it, love it. Highly recommend this. NARS makes great stuff too. You can't go wrong with the pigment in this or anything else. Smashbox, I do like the cream shadow. It says 15 hours. We'll see if it lasts 15 hours. I'll let you know in the blog post. NARS Makeup, NARS Multiple for fall, new Dior Shadow, Makeup Forever Duo Matte, and a little bit of Makeup Forever Gloss. So I will have these swatched up. I will have them on the blog at Beauty and Fashion Tech, and you can see everything that I use there. Thanks, bye.